intro or you need a tune-up?
Check the tune. You're on. There's that.
Cool.
You're good. I love this.
Oh, yeah.
I
No,
mean,
full,
when we walked back down, I looked outside. I'm like,
full house,
Yeah.
$25
I know.
tickets.
I know. I told her. I said, you know what? I love that you're going to walk away with a nice.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I need to make sure.
Harry's going to stumble in about 8. I said, well, Harry, he goes, it's all fine. You can slip in between your folks and us, or go to the bar.
Yeah,
$25. Take it. You know.
yeah.
Oh, so Perry's daughter Reeves, we know they were here last
Yeah,
Thursday.
got married.
He sent me a bunch of photos. It was lovely.
Aw.
They had 80 people at his cabin down there set up. It
nice.
was beautiful. And then up at the Saluda Inn, I said, hey, Perry, how's your pocketbook feeling?
Well, they ate here.
They must have
They
spent some
I
money.
think they had 3 meals here while the family was here.
Oh, yeah, that's
So,
good.
yeah.
And then last Thursday? Are we happy? Okay.
Check. Good evening and welcome to the Purple Onion. We have a very special guest on the stage today. Just a couple reminders before we get started though. One, please make sure to keep this a listening room so that everyone around you can enjoy tonight's music. Two, we have got our big starry tip buckets. Please make sure to fill that up. That's how we keep getting our wonderful musicians back every Thursday and Saturday night. And without further ado, let's hear it for Amanda Ann Platt.
I always lose the same old bet. I say I'm through and I forget. Smoke the same old cigarettes because they haven't killed me yet. Same old selfish tears I cry. It's the same old pack of lies getting good at my goodbyes. Now I don't even have to try. I'll admit when I've been wrong. That's the same damn song I've been singing all along. Now I've let you down again, just the way it's always been. Same old iron I can't bend, since I can't remember when. Different glass, the same old wine, same old trouble on my mind. Keeps me lonesome Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to be back at the Purple Onion. I'm great. Okay, I will. Thank you, Peter. It's great to be here. I love playing at the Purple Onion in any capacity, and when I play here by myself, I get to eat the whole loaf of bread when I get my dinner. I don't have to share it with anybody. So I have a smorgasbord of songs that I was going to play for you guys tonight. So I hope you enjoy it. Tonight I'd like to do some drinking, the kind I don't do anymore, the kind with no end and no beginning, like stepping through one of life's little side doors. With all the innocence of children, with all the careless wrath of war. It's our own mystery we're killing. We may never even know what for. And baby, you might be the bluest bird this side of Highway 17. I know there's more to you than what you mean to me. Ooh, I wish to God that we could talk about it. Maybe it doesn't have to be this way. But then again, maybe this could be your clean slate. I see you sitting by the window. You won't let nobody near. I know you feel it when the wind blows. You close your eyes and we all disappear. And there is nothing more that I can do. But there is music in the missing you. And baby, you might be the bluest bird this side of Highway 17. I know there's more to you than what you mean to me. Ooh, you know I wish that we could talk about it. Maybe it doesn't have to be this way. But then again, maybe this could be your clean slate. Thank you. I wrap this memory in barbed wire so I won't pick it up again. It stings my hand. I close my eyes. I see her stride, oh Lady Liberty, oh red clay land. drenched stone. When it's quiet, I can feel the songs from the radio. They bring me home, and they sing to me in words I used to know. And light was streaming through our eyelids onto the movie screen. We laughed and cried. Gulls were screaming, making their way out to an angry sea under speckled sky. Such a lonely feeling when they fly. But there's a house on the mountain with a long and winding stair. And there's a room atop the tower, and a king and all his horsemen won't find us there. And oh, my sister, sad and quiet on the morning train, no hope to send. Oh, my brother, hard like iron, I'm coming home again. I'm coming home again. I'll be wild as the southern July sky. Do you know I used to pray that we'd be made well again all the time. I fought their guns with all my faith in the better man, and I lost my mind when I saw that we were all on the losing side. But how I scoured every letter, and how I savored every word, when the truth was right before me. A window pane, a reckless bird. Thank you. So I'm starting to get the itch for a new album. I've been going through. Thank you. Yeah, I hope that some other people are excited about that too. But Although I think that as I get older, I have to face the fact that I will just keep doing it even if nobody buys them. It becomes a mental health issue. And what I've been doing, I have been writing actually a fair amount. I've got some newer songs I want to play tonight, but I've also been digging through old stuff, ancient stuff, as it were. This is a song I wrote. I used to have this great, great lifestyle for a number of years where I was single and had no children. I had my own house, and I was a professional musician, and so all I had to do was play shows, and if I wasn't playing shows, I could just hang out in my house. And I think at the time I didn't appreciate just how much freedom I had. Not complaining now, but most nights that I wasn't playing a show or I didn't have a plan, I would sit in my house and I would drink wine and I would sit on my floor in my kitchen. I don't know why. That was the magic spot. And there was the person who lived in the house before me had left a couple of things when she moved out. She left, there was this picture of the Charlie's Angels above the kitchen door. It was just like a little, like 8 by 10 maybe, and I think original cast. And they were just like, it was kind of too high for me to reach anyway, and I sort of liked it. And then she also left this like old straw broom, like where the whole thing is straw, like a old country style broom. She left that hang on the front door. And when she was leaving, like she was moving out, it was kind of a rushed move out. She was leaving and I was there, and she was like, she almost grabbed the broom and she was like, no, I'm gonna leave that because it protects the house. And so I never touched it. I was like, I lived there 14 years. That broom was there the whole time. I've driven past the house now. I know that the new people who bought it took the broom down. That's on them. I don't know. But this is a song that I wrote on the kitchen floor. No, it's not about the broom. Actually, I have to confess, what I think happened to the broom is when we moved out of that house, I was 8 months pregnant, and not a great thing to do to move when you're 8 months pregnant, but circumstances intervened, and we found a wonderful house to buy, which was exciting, and we live in that house now. So it was ultimately a good thing, but I was very distraught, and most of what I did while we were packing up to move was sit in a chair and cry. And my mom and my husband packed things up, and I think my mom took the broom, and I don't know where it is now. You didn't really get that far driving in your daddy's car. For a minute you felt so sharp, you thought you had this by the horns. But you're still on the same mission, and this is the same kitchen. You're still sitting on the floor, and out the window the moon is a half smile, shining in on these old green tiles, 1970s style. I'll write that down. Looking out through the winter trees, you see the lights change on Main Street. Guess you're always gonna be small town. Baby, what you doing here? We've already seen these tears. But tell me, ain't your conscience clear by now? But you keep on coming back to something that you thought you had, in which the truth didn't burn so bad. Going down the clock ticks the minutes by. Phone rings a couple times. You work your way through a bottle of wine. Well, if that's what it takes. Got your angels shining down on you. You're doing what you're born to do. You got your heart broke a time or two. But ain't you glad you had a heart to break? And baby, what you doing here? We've already seen these tears. But tell me, ain't your conscience clear by now? But you keep on coming back into something that you thought you had. You wish the truth didn't burn so bad. Going down. You didn't really get that far, driving in your daddy's car. Well, for a minute it felt so sharp. Thought you had this by the horns. Thank you. I feel like I had something else important to say about that whole episode of my life, but I don't remember what it was. It'll come to me. Yeah, I don't know. 90 miles from Nashville, on the Memphis side. The river's filling up and the trucks are blind. That song is too similar to the one I just played, and now I can only think of the words to the kitchen song. I'm sorry. I'm gonna come back to that one. That was poor planning on my part. What else we got? Here's one. Well, this is one from the most recent album. Sorry, I've entered dangerous territory now. I have like 150 songs that I perform live, and some of them just sound a lot like. Of course, a real professional would just make sure that they don't play them side by side, so no one ever knows how much they sound alike. I used to hang out at the open mic at a sports bar on the old west side, laughing with my friends at a table in the back. Well, an old man sang about love that lasts. I was so young and so foolish. What the hell did I think I was doing? Wore my heart like a weapon. Now I wish you could repeat the lesson. Young couple kissing by the city bus. Tell me, was that really ever us now? All our friends are having babies, sweet innocence in a world gone crazy. The years fly by, but the days are forever, and you lose your mind just holding it together. We something to them back when you were young. It comes on the radio like a wild and lonely blessing. But sometimes life is kind enough to repeat the lesson. We love the sun, but we need the rain. The flower dies, but the branch remains, and the thorn on the rose, like the curse of my words, comes so angry when I'm hurting, and all the love I try to show you is stuck like glue in the back of my throat. Yeah, I forget how well you know me, babe. I'm just a one-trick pony, but there's a song your parents used to love, meant so much to them back when you were young. It comes on the radio like a wild and lonely blessing. Oh, sometimes life is kind enough to repeat the lesson. Yeah, sometimes life is kind enough to repeat the lesson. I came here to be teachable, so teach me. I know it seems the lessons seldom ever reach me. For all the years I've been pushing you away, goodbye does not get any easier to say. Now I recall playing candy shop. I sold you erasers, glass beads, and bottle tops. An old shirt of yours I've been wearing now for months, threadbare and torn, stains on the front. So if my arms can no longer reach you, and my smile can't find you where you lay, there's a pocket in my heart where I'll always keep you, and that's where you are today. We do such strange things when we're hurting. Our words like animals, caged and uncertain. Well, don't you know that she's losing her mother, and now she's never gonna have another. So if my arms can no longer reach you, and my smile can't find you where you lay, there's a pocket in my heart where I'll always keep you. And that's where you are today. I'll hold you there today. Riding home from your house, staring down the yellow moon. Coming back from your house past the old Grand Union. Every time we'd leave, you'd blow kisses from the window, and I'd keep waving till we were too far up the road. Every time we'd leave, you'd blow kisses from the window. Yeah, you and me were never good at letting go. Thank you. Often walked on this street before, but the ground has always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on there's no place else on earth that I would rather be. Let the days go by. I don't care if I can be here on the street where you live. Let the days go by. I don't care if I can be here on the street where you live. Thank you. I'm putting myself to sleep up here. It's a mistake to sing a song that I sing as a lullaby to my kids. It's been a long week. I was telling Peter, so my daughter is 6, and she had to have her appendix out last weekend. Yeah, so it turned out fine, but it was stressful. And then she was feeling so much better the other day that she was doing gymnastics in our living room, and she leapt from the couch to the dog bed and sprained her ankle. So it's been a real exciting time at our house. Yes, this is Mom's night out. This is what it looks like now. I'm like, woo! I'm gonna eat a loaf of bread and play some songs. Miles from Nashville, on the Memphis side, the river's filling up and the trucks are blind, and they say it don't come easy, so I'm not surprised to find you don't get much for putting in your time. So I play the star, but I'm nothing if nothing's what they say. So you can build me up, or you can break my heart, and my father's child is all I'll ever be. Baby, when the tide rolls in, I'll be leaving on that morning train. You won't even know I wrote this song for you. All across the state of Tennessee, oh, I can hear you calling me, but my hands are tied and there's nothing I can do. the state of Tennessee. Oh, I can hear you calling me, but my hands are tied and there's nothing I can do. Thank you. "24 acres of Indiana farmland, Airstream trailer, living in the heartland, a little ways west from where the day is born. And I put 200,000 miles on this Japanese car. Mechanic says it's dying now, don't take it very far. But I love to go out driving and watch the sun melt on the corn. Yeah, we're living in the heartland, somewhere between the mountains and the shore. And at school the kids are learning about Christopher Columbus, the names of all his ships, and how to use the compass. And I wish that it could stop there. I wish there was a way to keep them young. 'Cause when I think about him now, he must have been all shaky-handed, delusions of grandeur and lines in the sand, and a look in his eye of a man who has been at sea too long. Trying to find his legs and afraid to admit he might be wrong. And it's what I don't know that makes this living easy. The more I learn, the more it brings me to my knees. And I say, please, let me back inside the garden. I won't eat anything that's fallen from that goddamn tree. "24 acres of Indiana farmland, used to be 100, but Grandpa lost a card game, and we moved back here from Boston, 'cause I lost my job and this is where I'm from. And the kids seem pretty happy, they don't miss their dad too much. I can't answer all their questions, but they never lack for love. And that's what I tell my mother when she calls. I say, don't worry about it. Yeah, 'cause we're living in the heartland, and we're learning how to let that be enough. And it's what I don't know that makes this living easy. The more I learn, the more it brings me to my knees. And I say, please, let me back inside the garden. I won't eat anything that's fallen from that goddamn tree. we don't keep a TV, 'cause the news is always bad, and it teaches us to want all the things we'll never have. And there's always someone getting hurt, 'cause someone else was feeling all let down. And one of these nights I'm gonna go out to the crossroads. I'll see who's buying, I'll tell him just to go on home. I'll look him in the eye and say, you don't scare me now. Not since the bottle took my baby and the banker took my house. Yeah, we're living in the heartland. Surely somewhere here's where the heart is found. And it's what I don't know that makes this living easy. The more I learn, the more it brings me to my knees. And I say, please, let me back inside the garden. I won't eat anything that's fallen. I won't touch anything that's falling from that goddamn tree. Thanks, y'all. I'm going to try another new one, newish one. Though this is new. This is a newer song. I was working on this song this summer, and my daughter, who still had her appendix at this point, came up to me and she was like, "Are you writing a song?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I think it's called The Times After." And I was like, "Well, damn, girl, that sounds like a song title if there ever was one." It's like, it doesn't really apply, but I guess that's what I'm going to call this song. So she's going to be a pop singer. She doesn't really know any specific pop singers, but she loves pop singers and pop music. So it's kind of it's like kind of saying, like, I'm going to be a doctor, you know, only a little bit less realistic. She doesn't know what kind of doctor she's going to be. She just, she wants the field to be a pop singer. So anyway, so this song is called The Times After for no reason other than TV thought it should be. The old neighborhood looks good tonight. It's all laundry drying and dogwood blossoms and trailers strung with Christmas lights. And there's a bridge that used to bring us home, sick and tired from the road, still have to build a fire in the stove. And we will always crave the things we loved when we were children. And we will always have the need to know we are forgiven. And know my heart, the only way we learn to pull ourselves together is to fall apart. We fall apart. It's just like learning anything. The only place you can begin is where you are. And oh, my sweet America, have we forgot the dreams that built us, burned like gasoline and sawdust for a dime? And these days we keep on swimming and we make a living. Oh, but all in all, it's not an easy time. And we will always crave the things we loved when we were children. And we will always have the need to know we are forgiven. And oh, my heart, the only way we learn to pull ourselves together is to fall apart. We fall apart. It's just like learning anything. The only place you can begin is where you are. We fall apart. It's just like learning how to shine. The only light you can find is in the dark. Thank you. All right, I guess I'm going to do back-to-back new ones. I like to try to sprinkle them. I feel like, well, thank you, Peter. I'm going to start paying, I want to say hamster audiences, but that's not right, guinea pig audiences. It's like a self-esteem boost. Just because a lot of times that's what you need, you know. Like, I don't know if there's any other songwriters or artists in the room, but like sometimes you just need like even if the song is not great right away, like it needs some encouragement to become better, you know? And it's hard sometimes when you don't have somebody to, like, at various times in my life, I've had like a sounding board of like, okay, I'm going to play this song for this person, and they're going to tell me it's great, and then I'm going to play it live. And these days I don't so much have that. And so I find that I'm just bringing a lot of new songs kind of just out in front of audiences. And if I get a lukewarm response, it's like, oh, nope, that song is being buried, and you'll never hear it again. Okay. I was thinking about doing, well, anyway. That's a tangent. Pay attention to Honeycutter's social media if you like social media. And I was thinking about doing kind of like putting out demos and having people vote on whether or not they should be on the album. So we'll do that on social media if you... No, don't do that. It's a bad idea. So this song is... I recently, it's actually many years ago now, so 4 years ago, I was invited to be on this podcast called Pod Songs, where they asked me to interview somebody and write a song based on the interview. And that was great. And then they asked me to do it again recently. And I was kind of busy, and I was like, I don't know. Because the biggest thing about doing it last time was finding somebody to interview that I wanted to interview who would agree to be interviewed by me. And so this time I was kind of like, I'm not giving you a list. I have one person that I want to interview. And if she's not going to do it, I'm just not doing the whole thing again. And so that person was Barbara Kingsolver, the author, because I think she's fantastic and I love her writing. And the guy, Jack, from Pod Songs tried to get in touch with me. He's like, I don't know, she doesn't really have an email or anything. And so I found like a P.O. box on her website, and I was like, well, I'll write her a little note. So I hand wrote a note and put it in the mail. And I got an email back a couple weeks later that was like, yeah, okay, you can do an interview. So I got to interview Barbara Kingsolver, which was kind of nuts. And this is the song that I have written, and it's going to be a while before the podcast comes out and the song, and there's a lot of whole things that have to happen before then. But I thought I'd go ahead and guinea pig. I'm gonna go with hamster. I like hamster better. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hamster this song with you guys tonight. It's called Fold. You're sick about money, yeah, you're sick about time. Not here to tell you it's all gonna be fine, but there's no medicine in something deep and wild and slow. If we only get this one chance, let's make sure we get it right. I've been telling you a story, but all the hard parts are real life. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. We'll all be drinking from the same sweet well, but there's a world of plenty won't be good enough till every child is held in the arms of love. And home is waiting when you're ready. When you're ready, home is here for you. 'Cause the thing about love is it makes us heavy. Somehow it makes our wings strong too. So put your worries in the gas tank. You'd be surprised how far we'll go. I've been dreaming of the mountains. I've been dreaming of my home. Are we ever gonna fly, babe? Well, that's not for us to know. There's a choice you make each morning. You spread your wings or you can fall. One voice screaming all alone, gonna walk right through you like a dial tone. But when one voice screaming becomes 1,000 voices screaming, gonna raise some demons, gonna rattle some bones. So put your worries in the gas tank. You'd be surprised how far we'll go. I've been dreaming of the mountains, something deep and wild and slow. Are we ever gonna fly, babe? Well, that's not for us to know. There's a choice you make each morning. Spread your wings or you can fall. Thank you. All right, you guys are hired as my pep squad. I don't know if I'm allowed to put it on an album. I might have signed something that says I can't put it on an album. I need a lawyer, is what I need. Somebody to read things before I sign them. Here's another oldie that I dug up recently. Once I had a love I took for granted, and thought that I could trade him for a song. But now he's gone and I'm alone. I finally understand it. He's the one was leaving all along. So I thank God for all his lesser angels here beside me in this bar tonight. His flannel shirts and blue jeans and promises to strangers make for a less blinding shade of white. And once I had a little piece of heaven, and all I I'm going a little rogue here from the set list because I can't read my handwriting. I think we got time for, I can never read that clock, so we have time for some more, I think. Oh, okay, great. Now I feel better. I do have a watch, but I didn't wear it. $7:30. Can't be 7:30. I wish that you could understand. No one likes the taste of good medicine. The hole in my arm where they took my blood made me empty and filled me up. And I've been driving Miss Daisy. Never had that much to say to me, but our time here is not nothing, and every one of us was made for loving. Forget-me-nots scattered on the dashboard of my car, drying in the sun. They say God won't give you more than you can handle. Love is a flame, and grief is just a candle. I knew I'd cry, I knew he'd hold me. Wasn't ready to believe the things he told me. Everyone must be the star of their own movie, but it's easier to lose than to look at what you're losing. Forget-me-nots scattered on the dashboard of my car, drying in the sun. They say God won't give you more than you can handle. It might be true, 'cause I'm still standing. They say God won't give you more than you can handle. And after all, I guess that I believe it's true. 'Cause all the while I was losing you, the sky was the most infinitely forget-me-not blue. Thank you. All right, here's a little pick-me-up. I feel like I made a sleepy set list tonight, which is, it's fall. It's time to curl in on yourself, right? Have a nice cup of hot cocoa or a pumpkin spice latte. Do y'all like pumpkin spice lattes? I can't do it really myself. The sweet coffee thing is, do it. But I do get excited, like, even though I don't really like Starbucks and I don't like pumpkin spice lattes, when I see the sign outside of Starbucks that says pumpkin spice latte, I'm like, oh, it's fall. It's just, you know, it's because I'm American. It's part of our culture now. Well, I've been making something out of nothing for a long time now. And you might think I'm bluffing, but I'm gonna make it work somehow. If you think they got me on the ropes, don't you blink, 'cause here I go. I've been hoping lately that I'm dreaming and I wake up soon. And looking all around me just for one thing I could call truth. But if you see me headed for the door, well, count to 3, 'cause I'm coming back for more. It's not time, I'm not tired. I got everything I need to get me through the night. Let it burn, let it bleed. You don't need to try so hard to make me feel alright. Go on, leave, go on home. It's not your fate. Well, I made my mistakes, you know I paid a lot to feel this bad. It's $1,000 hangover, it ain't even the worst I've had. But if you think I'm sitting out this dance, pour me one more drink, 'cause I've still got a ghost of a chance. Yeah, it's not time, I'm not tired. I got everything I need to get me through the night. Let it burn, let it bleed. You don't need to try so hard to make me feel alright. Go on, leave, go on home. It's not your fate. Might not be right, but I'm sure I might be a fool, but I ain't a kid no more, and I've lost it all before. I'm no stranger to the barroom floor. When I'm down for the count, there's a voice I can't ignore. Says it's not time, I'm not tired. I got everything I need to get me through the night. Let it burn, let it bleed. You don't need to try so hard to make me feel alright. Go on, leave, go on home. It's not your fate. What time is it? Do we ever get a definitive? 8:45. Beautiful. It's great. It's okay. I will play all night. It's girls' night out. It's girl night out. All right. Let me formulate my plan here. My exit strategy. Well, I do want to play the other. So I mentioned that I already did a round with this podcast several years ago. So I was going to play the song that I wrote that time. And this one is out there. It's on Spotify. I think if you would just look for Amanda and Platt pod songs, you'd probably find it. But so this song is called Miracles. I saw Jesus in a parking lot. He said to give the world what I got, but nobody believed me. Yeah, they said I was crazy, and now it's gonna turn me to stone like milk for the baby. Never came home, it's the saddest thing that you ever known, and can't nobody save me. And sometimes the heart breaks, just like an egg hatching. You're tiny and barely breathing, and hungry for some meaning. And sometimes the world laughs, just trying to hold the tears back. Well, sometimes you're lonely, and sometimes we're only dreaming. We were short on miracles, I guess they needed them for the war, so we said we don't believe in miracles anymore. But I don't want to be scared to love, I don't want to be scared to hope, I don't want to be scared to call out, just 'cause there might be no answer. She misses her brother today and asked me why he went away. I said, honey, it's beyond me. I've been trying to wrap my mind around the whole damn thing, trying to find the truth, trying to make it sing, but sometimes the truth is just so ugly. We were short on miracles, I guess they needed them for the war, so we said we don't believe in miracles anymore. But I don't want to be scared to love, I don't want to be scared to hope, I don't want to be scared to call out, just 'cause there might be no answer. Okay. I'm gonna do, this is a cover I've been toying with here and there. This is just such a great song. It's not, it's a song a lot of people do. It's not like a, sometimes I feel like if you're gonna do a cover, you should like find like an obscure cover and make it your own. And there's something to be said for that, certainly, but as some of you know, I recorded Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah in 2016, so that wasn't an obscure one. I have no plans to record this song, but I think it's an important song and I like singing it, so hope you guys enjoy it. Hello, darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I lay sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, beneath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never shared. No one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my hand that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the sounds of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming. The sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the sounds of silence. Thanks so much. It's an important one. It's funny, sometimes I write a song and I kind of assign it one meaning, and then I come back to it a few years later, I'm like, oh, actually there's this whole other thing that was involved in it. It's kind of like, I don't know, selective amnesia or something. But so we play this song a lot. I play this song a lot with my band, and I always say, well, this is a song about when our van caught fire in Texas. Which is true. I mean, it is a song about when our van caught fire in Texas, but that's not the whole story. I mean, the whole story that I don't usually get into is our van caught fire in Texas, the side of the road outside of Dallas. We had left Dallas about 7 a.m. And, obviously it was kind of shocking, to like once we realized like the whole thing was going down and we were out of it, which was good, and we were able to get our equipment out of it, which was really good. We were just kind of standing there while our van, which is essentially like our home on the road, is just, turning into a fireball. There's, miles of traffic on the highway because nobody can pass the van, and, because it's going to explode at some point because of the gas tank. And so we're just like, what goes on here? Even the firemen, they weren't going to do anything until like the explosion happened. So they were just kind of keeping back. And this guy came out of nowhere in a black SUV, like literally like driving across the grass on the other side of the highway. And he was like, do you guys need anything? He had water for us, and he got all of our stuff into his SUV. And he was like, we have a shop close to here, and it's air conditioned, and come back and you can kind of make your next move. And so we did. We got in the car with him, and we had all our gear. And the point of this story, I mean, so he was a really nice guy, and he had his wife and him had a gun parts shop, I guess it was, like a factory, maybe? I don't even know. I was so like dazed and confused. But there were just all these like parts of guns around. He did something with guns. And they also rescued puppies, which was really great because, my nerves were totally shot, and I got to just like sit on the floor and like be covered in puppies for a little bit. So that was really good. The reason that I've been thinking more about this lately is like, I remember getting into the car, and I think, this guy had some very conservative news guy blasting in the car. And he just, he kind of turned that down, and like I think they had Fox News on in the gun part shop, and they turned that off, and it was like, whatever our politics were, I think he sensed that we were probably on a different spectrum than he was on. But it was like that moment was just so about humanity and helping somebody and not worrying about stuff like that. And this was several years ago, but I think about that when I start getting really stressed out about the direction that things feel like our country is going in. And, more than anything, I think the divide and the hatred that people seem to be feeling for one another, I try to remember that. So I don't know whether that story means anything to you guys. I lost a good friend in Dallas. Had a heart too big for these angry miles. And I was that one night stand in Dallas. For him it was the end of the line. And these walls that we build up so high they crumble like a grown man crying. At a bar in California, tobacco stains all in his eyes. He said, let me be the first to warn you. We got rich people making all the rules and it just ain't right. There's a thing called greed and it spreads like a wildfire. And it all seems so clear while we were drinking. Yeah, I knew how to set the whole world straight. But the sun came like 1,000 bells ringing. And I found I'd just been looking at it sideways. Now I can't be here, I can't leave here, worrying the nights and the scars in the wood. I can't stop looking in the rear view, trying to find a way to do just a little bit of good. Well, if I knew how to keep the sky from falling, don't you think I would? But now I worry about these heavy hotel curtains, and I wonder what it is we're trying to hide. Well, the darkness will find you, that's for certain. Don't we all get born with a little bit of light to shine? Yeah, don't we all get born with a little bit of light to shine? Thanks so much. Got a few more songs. Oh, brother, can we please go back? I miss the river and the railroad track. I gotta know if it all still means what I thought it did when I was 17. I'm going broke just from paying my dues. Was born a winner, now I live to lose. And every day is price of gasoline. And we've still got some head to pay, but it can't always be this way. Well, someday we're gonna laugh about it and see our troubles in a different light. I know you're hurting now, but soon it's gonna be, I know it's gonna be alright. Lean on my shoulder till your legs grow strong. Let me sing it for you till you learn the song. 'Cause someday you're gonna love yourself, but until you do, well, I'll be loving you. Say I'm sorry just a little at a time. Cross 3 states before I crack a smile and go limping home to Caroline, where the rain will fall and the sun will shine, and nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Sooner or later we all stay too long. Turn up the music and the lights come on, and it's time to fly. And there may be some hell to pay, but it won't always be this way. Well, someday we're gonna laugh about it and see our troubles in a different light. I know you're hurting now, but soon it's gonna be, I know it's gotta be alright. Lean on my shoulder till your legs grow strong. Let me sing it for you till you learn the song. Someday you're gonna love yourself, but until you do, well, I'll be loving you. Nobody else can tell you what it takes. Yeah, you're gonna make your own mistakes. It's up to you which kind you make. You put your heart on a shelf or you let it break. And someday you're gonna laugh about it. You see your troubles in a different light. I know you're hurting now, but soon it's gonna be, I know it's gotta be alright. Lean on my shoulder till your legs grow strong. Let me sing it for you till you learn the song. Someday you're gonna love yourself, but until you do, well, I'll be loving, I'll be loving, I'll be loving you. Thank y'all so much. So I think I'm gonna do this song as my last song, and then if you guys want one more song, just building the encore in. But thank y'all so much for being here. I love the Purple Onion so much. It really feels like a home away from home, and it's not even that far away from my home, which is great. I get to go to my real home from my home away from home. Makes it even better. And everyone at the Purple Onion, thank you so much for supporting live music, and Peter for running the sound and making my job easy up here. And I hope y'all are taking good care of your servers, because they're taking good care of you. You got a long way to go between your heart and your home, but there's something better sunshine fades, they say. You lost the city you love. Now no one can tell you you ain't had enough. But everyone pays for a rich man's mistake. So let this be your lullaby tonight. Air brakes on the highway, neighbors' news through the wall. Let this be your love and your light, your bread and your wine. When the day hurts too much to recall, let this night be all. They burn the city you love, and you sift through the ashes for something to touch. Now they talk about mercy. You tell them you ain't seen her face. So let this be your lullaby tonight. Air brakes on the highway, heavy steps in the hall. Let this be your love and your light, your bread and your wine. When the day hurts too much to recall, let this night be all. Let this night be all. Thank you all so much. Thank you for being here. And I have one more. Let's make sure that I have the thing in tune. Oops, well, there goes my tuner, so. This one work? Come on back, tuner. I need you. Nope. Well, we're just gonna. Last night I dreamed that we were back down by the railroad track, smoking Marlboro cigarettes. We threw our shoes into the river, and our mothers called each other. They were wondering where the kids were, 'cause they woke up and we were gone. We were running down the parkway singing some old gypsy song. Good night, Irene. with my head on Mama's shoulder and my Elvis playing cards and all the old men. They were smoking and drinking. The band was playing. My daddy singing. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. Well, I swear this world ain't as sad as the papers make it seem. And in the morning, well, I'll be fine. So if you're scared, darling, just put your little hand in mine. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for being here. Hope to see you again real soon.
Wow, thank you, Amanda. Yeah, we had the encore. Oh, what a lovely set. What a perfect night at the Purple Onion. Oh, it's a treat having you. And hey, there's still room in the big old starry tip bucket. There's still a little bit of space left in it, so feel free to drop a little more coinage in there. So here's the good thing. One of her partners in crime, Dulcie, a.k.a. Dulcie Ellenberger, Dulcie's going to be here with her band Saturday. This one kind of came up late, but please come back Saturday night to see Dulcie, and which will be just awesome. Yeah, I know. And also, when are you going to be at the, when's Cowboy Judy? Is that tomorrow? Oh, yeah. And if you're up near Black Mountain tomorrow night, Cowboy Judy, which is Amanda and Platt and Dulcie and Melissa and the whole crew, which will also be here for the Christmas party in December, they're going to be at Black Mountain. So come back Saturday night, and thanks again, Amanda. What a treat.